Today's a very special day because I'm going to go and check out a new gym that's opened up nearby called Muscleworks. I've been to the one in Bethnal Green a few times before with my friend Cardo, who I'm also meeting today, so we're going to get in a good push workout and really check out exactly what this gym has to offer. How's it looking?
There's more around the corner. Have you looked around the corner? Yeah, so what up?
Oh, okay. Now this makes more sense to me.
So again, it gets quite leggy in this section. Okay. So yeah, and back.
This makes much more sense. Once we'd had a quick look around, it was time to start the workout. Today it's going to be chest, shoulders and triceps. There's so much equipment here to choose from, so we just wanted to go around and try as much as possible basically. As you can see, Cardo is an absolute mountain of a man. I always enjoy training with him because he's a really good laugh and also really knows what he's doing. I always leave the gym feeling like I've learned something new when I've trained with him, be it form or a new exercise. Since I train by myself, it's nice to have someone who can motivate me and keep me on my toes generally, so I don't get too complacent. Overall, first impressions of Muscleworks Southwark are very good. We went when it was very quiet, which was nice as well, so we could try out all the equipment, dick around filming each other. Couldn't ask for much more, to be honest. As you can see, the lighting is really nice too. They definitely designed this gym with fitness influencers in mind. I feel like it's really got that look to it. Unfortunately, it's a bit too far for me to travel every day here, but if I live nearby, I'd probably sign up for sure. The gym is such an essential part of my lifestyle because as an artist I'm sat around on my arse most of the time, and I dread to think what state I'd be in if I didn't work out. Yeah, it'd be pretty grim, I think. Yeah, physical and mental health are so intertwined, you can't really separate one from the other, so going to the gym is just essential for me. Of course, there's also that pressure we put on ourselves, especially as gay men. There's a lot of pressure for physical perfection. And I want to talk about that striving for perfection later on in this video with regards to art. But I think the same applies to physical health as well, where I feel it's really important to not be too results driven and enjoy the process. So many people are just chasing results for the next party, for summer, whatever, and that's all good to have goals, but you also have to just enjoy it as part of your lifestyle. Another perk is that as a bodybuilding gym, they allow you to train shirtless, so we had to take advantage of that. Believe it or not though, we are a little bit shy, so we did it in a quiet corner of the gym to not get too much attention. At first I thought Cardo had something on his hands, but it's literally just because the blood is leaving his hands, so they turn yellow. I know, it looks pretty interesting, right? And it'd be rude to leave without doing a bit of flexing. I know you guys appreciate it. Okay, that's the gym sorted. Time to go home and do some drawing, I think. I've got some new pastels that I'm really excited to try out, and let's see what we can make. So while I'm doing this drawing, I just want to take a moment to talk about my art and how it relates to like my self-development, especially in this past year, because I've been doing a lot of new things and really trying to grow as a person at the same time as developing as an artist. And I definitely see these things kind of like working in tandem together. While I like this drawing, it did turn into a bit of a technical exercise rather than one of artistic expression. Like, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I don't really like connect with it. I feel like I followed the reference a bit too closely. I kind of see my art taking on, I want to be a bit more of an expressionist. You know, I want to like put feeling into my art rather than just like mimic what's in front of me. So as you know, if you've watched my first video, I've kind of like ping-ponged around quite a lot over my like artistic life, trying lots of different styles and subject matters. And I do see that as kind of like a reflection of where I've been personally, like trying to discover my own identity, figure out who I am, what it is I want to say. And I like experimenting, like I genuinely like trying new things. I think there's a lot of stuff that you can learn from trying different media in art or just different things in life generally that can help kind of like build out like a richer, you know, whole, pun not intended. But at the same time, I also want to, you know, have a voice and have like a distinctive like, oh, Max did this, you know, to my artwork. You know, I want it to be recognizable. I want to have, you know, like themes that I explore. It's all part of the process, and although it's cliche to say, you know, it's important to focus on the journey and not the destination. I definitely believe that, and I don't want to rush the process of like, I must define myself with this certain style. I don't want it to be like an artificial thing that I impose upon myself. I think it's just something that will develop naturally as I develop naturally. But sometimes I do have a bit of an impatience with that, and I want to like see the results. And with this drawing, I feel like I didn't really get the result I wanted, but that's definitely not the first time that's happened with me in doing a piece of artwork. There's been thousands of drawings that I've not particularly liked that I've done. I think I would consider it a failure if I don't at least learn from it and like try and figure out, okay, why did I not like this? Why did it not connect with me in some way? And then try and, you know, do things differently next time. And you have to be willing to do that, to be able to take a risk, potentially do something that looks like dog shit in the case of what I'm doing. Well, no, I don't think that. But yeah, potentially create something where you're not exactly fully satisfied with it. And to be able to say, that's okay. I am not my art. That was just something I created in that moment. It's just one step of thousands, and I will keep progressing as long as the next step is like in the right direction. I mean, it might not be, it might take a few more than one, but hopefully I'll find my path, basically, is what I'm saying. But when it comes to my style, I want something which is a bit more energetic. This is what I really like about life drawing, because I do quite quick drawings with the pens as well, and it can end up very colourful. Not necessarily, you know, a direct representation of what I'm seeing, but I feel like true art is being able to put a bit of yourself and have your own perspective to share, rather than just laboriously copying exactly what you see. I don't think that's very interesting, personally. Nothing, you know, no disrespect to any like hyper-realist artists. It's like technically very impressive, but I don't think it's moving in the same way as kind of like something a bit more impressionistic can be. For example, I've got this piece of artwork here that I did as part of my life drawing session recently, and I really like it. It was the last drawing that I did of the day. Up until that point, I wasn't really happy with any of them. I arrived to the session late, so I think I was a bit flustered because I had to like get a seat, and then the poses were already happening, so I was like, oh, I just got to get into it, and I didn't really have time to settle in. But I really kind of relaxed for this one and kind of released that control a bit. I was like, okay, I'm going to be really like loose with it, and I'm not going to be too concerned with the final outcome. And I always find that's when I produce my best work, is when I kind of relax and just let go a bit, you know. I feel like with the drawing I'm doing here, I did never really let go fully. I was too concerned with the final image, and I think that's what kind of like took the spark out of it for me. But with this one, like I didn't really care. I was like, well, it doesn't matter, you know. So I kind of like combined colours very loosely and just tried to capture the energy of the pose that I was seeing. And I really like this. So I've kind of feel this is kind of like a good direction to go with my style. And I'd love to be able to do stuff like this with pastels, with paints, and see where it goes and try and do something a bit more finished, but still keeping that energy within it. So my mission for myself, artistically and also beyond that, is to not be so concerned with the final outcome of whatever I'm doing and just be authentic to myself. It sounds kind of corny. I'm trying to think of ways that aren't like super like self-helpy and corny to say this. But yeah, just I think fucking have fun, I think is, okay, that's what I want to, that's it, I nailed it. That's what it is I'm trying to say. I just want to fucking have fun, be it in life and also with my arts. I think that really is the key. That's what it boils down to. If you're not having fun, you're doing something wrong. So don't take it too seriously. I'm speaking to myself here. Don't take it too seriously. You know, it doesn't matter. Have fun with it. Get silly. Take some risks. And I think that is the way to, for me, to get where I want to go artistically. And then hopefully the rest should fall into place, more or less. Fingers crossed. Looking over the drawing, there are certain parts I like, such as the texture, parts I've kept loose, like little bits of saturated colour here and there. I really like that stuff. Yeah, overall, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. And with that, I'm ready to call that drawing done, and also the video too. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you can relate to what I was saying about battling perfectionism and just letting go a bit to enjoy the process, I'd be really interested to hear about how it's affected you. I know as gay guys have to like deal with that quite often, so yeah, it could be like personally, professionally, whatever. I'd be curious to hear. Thanks very much, and until next time. Cheers.